correct. So, yeah, my name is Sasha, and so I'm told that we're going to do live coding, but we can't just start live coding from zero. Yeah, I need to explain something. What exactly we are going to live coding and so on. So that's why I prepared some slides and going to start with them. And the title of talks, every time I change it, now it looks like tips and tricks for European Flutter developers. Why exactly European? Because there is some difference because of GDPR restrictions in comparison to other countries. For example, this photo from Georgia, and in Georgia there are no such restrictions and much easier to use some AI SDK. Yeah, of course, AI, Gemini. Who knows what is Gemini? Okay, we will come back to this question a bit later and figure out who used Gemini, who not. So I just explained why the name concentrated on European. And we will try to look for workarounds and how to do everything we wish despite the fact of these restrictions and so on. So, a few words about myself. I'm work for EPAM. I don't know, have you heard about this company or not? Not sure that we have office in Estonia. We have office in Lithuania. It's 100 persons, but Estonia, I think no. It's a big distributed company. We have offices in like 50 countries and more than 1,000 only mobile developers and 50,000 of developers in total. And yeah, I'm head of Flutter discipline in EPAM and head of mobile unit in Germany. But it doesn't mean that I do like only manager stuff. To be honest, I'm mostly developer, not manager. And also I'm Google Developer Expert in Flutter Dart and organizer of Flutter Berlin community. So if you will be in Berlin, welcome to our events. We are trying to do it every month. What? Yeah, not every month exactly we did, but we are trying. It depends on partners, hosts, and so on. And one more slide. Have you heard about FlutterCon? Yeah, please raise your hand who are going to visit Berlin and join. Oh, okay, two. Yeah, I just joined the program committee of this conference. Yesterday we spent 5 hours to choose the agenda and didn't finish yet. But if you watch, there are a lot of people already posted on Twitter that they got invitation and their talks accepted. And why I mentioned it? So if you haven't decided yet, I have discount 50%, and we be able to use them as a prizes in our trivia too. Maybe if you win, you decide to come and be our guest in Berlin. Yeah. What else? What else? Well, I think it's enough about FlutterCon. If you will have more questions, you just can talk with me afterwards. Let's come back to our topic. Who knows what is this? Who saw it before? Please raise your hand. Much more than Gemini. Yeah. And which type of model do you use? Gemini 3 or Gemini 4? Who pay for Gemini 4? Nobody. Oh, Gemini, of course, yeah. I didn't sleep well. Sometimes I can, you know.
I pay. I have Pro, but I hit the limit every fucking day. And I use Copilot, and I use my own AI servers, my own AI, and I hit the fucking limit. I talk to it all the time.
Yeah, but and anyway, you have much less restrictions than if you won't pay. In comparison, I mean.
Well,
if you don't pay, you can generate images. You can.
I would pay like $1,000 a month.
Yeah, okay. And the second one, who knows what is this? Yeah, the people who already raised the hand. Yeah, this is Gemini. It was released, this tool was released a couple of months ago, as I remember. Don't exactly remember. No. It was released more months ago, but what was released a couple of months ago, there are also different kind of model, Gemini Advanced. And there are much more powerful model and much more opportunities, especially if you're not in Europe. I will show you how it looks like if you're not in Europe. But yeah, let's try to play a little bit and try to to understand which exactly AI tool do you use for in regular life. Okay. Up.
Can you show the code again? Oh,
Yeah, here is. Sorry, I have to answer.
Who here uses ChatGPT for the voice thingy, you know?
Yes, sometimes from.
Can you call it your significant other already?
Sometimes I thought with it.
Her. Like the movie Her.
Okay.
It seemed realistic, but now...
Okay. ChatGPT, Gemini, Skynet. Does anybody use Skynet?
It's not a joke, right?
Who knows what Skynet is? Yeah, of course. Yeah, ChatGPT is a winner, looks like. I expected this result, but I had to check. No, it's just for advice. Copilot is for code mostly, not for advice. So who are you asking? Please help me, answer me for this, prepare something.
You don't know, pay for forward and put a ping.
Yeah, this is Skynet, if you didn't know. The first AI that I met in my life, if it's, I can say met. I hope I never meet it. And in this way, you will see Gemini, for example. This slide I did in Tashkent, as I remember, in Uzbekistan. So you can generate images, you can much more things that is restricted in Europe. And you even can't analyze images in Europe if there are people. It's stopped and off. We can't analyze images because there are people. We can't work with images with people. But I found the way how to use Gemini for image generation in Europe. Yeah, this is the result. I just generated Tashkent. I prepared slides for my last Flutter Berlin event and found this thing. In Europe, you can generate images, but in Google Slides, they forgot to block it there. Or I don't know, maybe not forgot, maybe this is, I don't know, it's just Google people. I think they they don't forget anything. Yeah, maybe it's specific. Yeah, you can't use it for slides, but can't use for I don't know. I didn't ask.
You have to send your entire Google account to a non-European location.
Yes, it's checked. Because if you use VPN, you can't. You can't cheat it this way. Yeah, which I tried to generate Humboldt University in Berlin. The sentence cyberpunk style, cyberpunk. Yeah, and there are some slides about AI in general. So what is generative AI? Who can tell me what is generative AI? Not AI in total, but generative AI. Who can specify? there is a tips on the screen.
AI that can create content.
Exactly. I have prize for the most active people. The Flutter laces. Op. Yeah. Not Flutter, FlutterCon. Yeah. So generative AI, it's AI that can generate content, and there can be different kind of content. For example, text, images, video, even music or sound. And there is a difference in comparison with AI that when we told AI like 1 year ago, we had no difference. AI and AI, yeah. That's it. And we mentioned, we talked about predictive AI. Predictive AI is responsible for regression analysis, something. You provide some content and get a result of analysis. For example, you can provide, I don't know, photo of your cat, if you have cat. And predictive AI can tell you, yeah, there is a cat with probability 95%.
A key feature of generative AI that it generates the content token by token. It doesn't know where it's going.
Yeah, but you can ask for you can't give them. Okay, you can give them photo of cat, but when we are talking about that, it's not only one. Not only one. How to say a feature of this AI. You can just generate new photo of cat, and it will generate it for you if it's not restricted by laws. And today we will talk mostly about text generation, because it's most major part and most useful part of AI now. So how it works? It's generative AI is not smart. Don't really understand what he talking about. It's just, again, probability of the next word in the sentence. For example, if you can see, there is it's raining cats, and there is image how the model work. The like set of words with different probability after this sequence of words, and the most probability of word dogs. So it's raining cats and dogs. And after every word, it's with name token. Model just added new one and new one, and in the result you have text that looks like something created by human. For example, if you ask ChatGPT or Gemini to be or not to be, what will be an answer? Who knows? Yes, exactly. You can check, open ChatGPT and ask this question. First sentence that it will answer you, that is the question. Yeah. It was William, but in our case in ChatGPT. And it depends on which text you train this model, because how a model understand probability of this word, because it was trained on a huge amount of different texts generated by people, and there were tons of Shakespeare texts. That's why probability of that is the question much more than something else. And if you train on different type of text, not like poetry, for example, code, as you mentioned, Copilot. Yeah, I had a slide about poetry. It was different order before. I just checked who is better poet, ChatGPT or Gemini, and asked them to write poem about Tallinn. ChatGPT. In Tallinn's heart where history lies, ancient walls beneath northern skies, cobbled streets whispers tales of yore, seaside whispers legends soar. like dark poetry. And Gemini. Cobbled streets and towers tall, a city where all stories sprawl. Through gates of stone and merchants' air, the Baltic breathes a Celtic's name. Like child mostly. Who likes more Gemini?
Gemini.
Yeah, who thinks Gemini is better poet? Who thinks that ChatGPT? Yeah, but interesting. In this situation, I tried to generate poetry for different places, different cities, and for Tallinn, ChatGPT has really created something not bad. But usually, ChatGPT is not a good poet. Yeah, and if we talk about code, for example, if you provide such prompt, and model will be trained on code, result will be this one. I don't know why exactly 10, but looks like in code that model trained mostly there are 10, most often combination with for var I equals 0 and so on. Yeah, that's why this meme, if you don't see, is a dialogue between programmer and ChatGPT. And ChatGPT, I scanned your GitHub account and stole your code. And programmer answered, yeah, cool, did you get it to work? So don't trust code generated by AI. This is the answer why.
So the nuclear bomb GPT-4 told me the bill might not work. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll find out tomorrow.
And now the next stage of generative AI, it was released in ChatGPT, in Gemini too, but multimodal generative AI. What does it mean multimodal? It means you can mix different types of input. For example, you can combine text, image, video, sound, and ask to provide the result also as a combination of text and image. Depends on model and their features. Yeah. For example, there is example how to use multimodal prompt. I added image and asked where it is. And Gemini answered the image you sent to the Tallinn town hall and a lot of text. And yeah, the slide I stole from Google presentation. So welcome to Gemini era. It's still fighting with ChatGPT, and in some areas Gemini is better, some areas ChatGPT sometimes better. Yeah, you choose yourself. But what I can tell about Gemini is the most powerful model. There are few different types of model that you can use. There are Ultra, Pro, and Nano. For example, if you use Gemini Google.com, there is Gemini Pro. If you use Gemini Advanced, there is Gemini 1 Ultra. This model is much bigger, so answer much more, I don't know, creative. And Ultra can work with multimodal prompt, Pro can't. But they also released Gemini Pro 1.5. Gemini 1.5 able to work with multimodal prompts too. And Nano is a specific type of model that created for working, for example, from mobile device without connection. But I wasn't able to play with it because you need to have Google Pixel 8 Pro or Samsung Galaxy A, I don't remember, the last toppest, highest Android, only Android. Yeah, but it's still experimental. Who knows what will be in the future? Maybe all mobile phones will support it. I'm simply sure that all mobile phones will support something kind of AI. Will it be Gemini Nano or something else? But something should be. We'll see. And even if you have such kind of device, you need to request specific access to play with this model because it's not for all people. Still experimental, but they already announced it. And I already mentioned Gemini 1.5. This model allowed to take up to 1 million tokens as an input. It means you can just drop the video there. If you can see on this example, there is a video and image painted by human and question, what is the time code when this happens? And model found in the video this thing. Yeah, up to 1 million tokens. It's a really powerful thing. There is comparison with ChatGPT and other models. For example, Gemini 1, 32K, GPT-4, 128,000, and Gemini 1.5 up to 1 million. But there is no tool yet in which you can use. I mean, not the tool like Gemini Google.com. Gemini Google.com, you have no such model. But there are tools where you can play with it. I will tell you a bit later. So, Gemini ecosystem, you can play with it in 3 different ways. Consumer way, that we already discussed it, gemini.google.com. That's not really powerful in Europe, but not in Europe also not a lot of flexibility. And we are developers. So for yeah, it was first one, and yeah, this is Gemini. And we are developers, yeah. As developers, we would like to have opportunity to do something more serious. And for these purposes, they created AI Studio. For example, in the AI Studio, you can play with Gemini 1.5. And you can just play with your prompts and so on, combine it, but there is one issue. Yeah, in Europe, you can't. You need to go somewhere else to check it. But there is a way, because there is a third option for businesses and enterprises, and you need only a Google Cloud account, and there is Vertex AI, Vertex AI product. It's a product not prepared specifically for generative AI. It used to be for working with any kind of models, with predictive models before, but now you can play with generative AI models too. And there is Vertex AI Studio. It's almost the same functionality as in AI Studio, but you can open it only from your Google Cloud Console. And you need to have if you will play a lot, you will need to pay a little bit. But if you play, it's not too expensive. Yeah.
Vertex and Gemini, it's the different interfaces, but on the backside it's the same?
Yes, almost the same. I will show the trick how to use Gemini Flutter SDK to play with Vertex. Because we have only this opportunity to use this SDK, because Gemini AI Studio is blocked.
Do you know why this Gemini is not working? Because I saw
GDPR restrictions. They still, as I know, they are still in negotiation, and I think finally, this is Google. I think they will solve this issue, but how long it will take, nobody knows.
I saw, let's say, Azure OpenAI Studio works fine.
Yeah, Microsoft people looks like already negotiated. We will not yet. I have no other answer. It's I heard only about GDPR, so they need to. I don't know how it works. They need to pay or more taxes. I don't know. Have no idea. Yeah, there is this scheme how Vertex AI works. So there is on the top that you see its prompt and response, and under the hood there is a specific layer to have safety and responsibility, and then models themselves. So this is like protection, not to use models for not good purposes. And there is model garden, and you can take any model that in Garden and add it to Vertex AI and use it from cloud. And you even can train your own model, add it to Garden and play using Vertex AI. Yeah, today we will try to play with Gemini and with Gemma. Who heard about Gemma? Nobody? Yeah, Gemma open models, and the different models than Gemini, created with the same approach, but not such powerful, less data for training, and the size in the end not very huge. So you're able to use Gemma on your devices, on laptops or even mobile devices. And it's open models. It's kind of open source, but how you can say open source for model. That's why it's open models. It's something pre-trained that you're able to use yourself and tune it and so on, but it's not exactly open source, but open model. And you can do with this model when you download it and just fine-tune it wherever you want.
Could you please give us a sample use case?
Sample use case?
Yeah.
Okay, you create application for mobile application for travel support. User landed in new country, has no SIM card and forgot to buy eSIM card, and the internet doesn't work in airport, for example, like in Egypt. I was in Egypt, I wasn't able to connect because for connect internet in airport you need to get the SMS to Egyptian SIM card. If you have no Egyptian SIM card you can't connect internet Wi-Fi. I don't know. But you need to find a place where you wish to go, and you can use it without internet. You can't Google, but you can Google something, but you can ask and if you fine-tune this model to traveling purposes, model will know everything about this country and can help how to find the place where you can get SIM card or free internet. Oh, yeah.
But how much memory will it be using?
It depends.
Will it be
What
really
happens?
slow?
We will play with it today, you will see.
I guess the TV went off.
TV? Really?
Yeah, there was a red light.
We need a remote control unit. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It depends, because there are two types of models. 2 billions models and 7 billions model.
7 billion on a phone?
No, 7 billion, I don't have such size of phone, yeah. 2 billions is mobile device and laptops, 7 billions desktop computer and small servers. 7 billions a bit more powerful than 2 billions and size. Also.
2 billion, like on a high-end new iPhone? Can you give some example?
For example, I played with it on, this is Pixel 8, no Pro, not Pro, it works fine. And size of 2 billions instruction tuned, 1 gigabyte 0.35, 1 gigabyte 350.
So it uses RAM or VRAM?
It's size on
Size
HDD.
disk?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can download it from Keras, for example, upload to your device, and play with it. And there are two types, pre-trained and instruction tuned. Pre-trained, it's a model prepared for fine-tuning. You can tune it as you wish. And instruction tuned, it's a model already tuned for chat purposes, for conversation purposes. And I was thinking how to present these opportunities, how to integrate such different kinds of AI to your application, and I prepared workshop to have some fun in the end. Yeah, I decided to let's try to to make them fight. We have a lot of different models. Why not? So I name of this workshop generative AI battle, and of course image also generated by generative AI. So Flutter application in which ChatGPT will fight against Gemini. Fight. Yeah. Then I realized that the generative AI, they can't fight in literal meaning of this word. So let's talk about conversation battle. Then I remembered about Gemma. So we can have ChatGPT, Gemini, Gemma. Let's transform this conversation battle to fireside chat, where Gemini, ChatGPT, and Gemma, and probably another Gemma will talk with each other, and let's decide who is better, like conversation person. So it will look like this one. I prepared the template. So today is not a workshop. It was announced as live coding. That's why you have no laptops. But if somebody has, you can try to do it right now today. But I prepared detailed description.
What is the repository? Repository.
I didn't hear, sorry.
Repository. Link.
I will show later.
One question, I probably missed it, but you can run a Gemini Nano on your phone. Can you have like a normal Gemini, and if you go offline, then it goes back to?
No, I didn't have a chance to run Nano because I have no such devices.
I mean, like the 2
That's
billion.
Gemma. It's not Gemini
Gemma.
Nano. It's Gemma.
Oh, so that 2 billion model there was Gemma.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
And we will try to connect this AI with few different ways. We will use Gemini connected through Google AI Studio. It's an old slide, not for Europe. You can forget it. Yeah, we can't use Google AI Studio API, but there is SDK created by Google to work with Google AI Studio, and there is under the hood there is a REST API that's almost the same between Vertex AI and AI Studio. So with some tricks we can use it with Vertex AI.
So we all identify as Australians from now
No. We can replace HTTP, we can replace URL and just provide you our credentials and connect to Vertex AI instead of AI Studio. It will work. And Google Cloud Vertex AI. Then we will connect Gemma using MediaPipe. MediaPipe, who knows MediaPipe? What is this? Can you explain?
I used one of my projects to draw the skeleton of a body for exercise.
Yeah, but I will say MediaPipe is a framework on top of TensorFlow Lite to make it more useful, more easy. There is just you don't need to know TensorFlow to use it. But under the hood, they use a model with TensorFlow Lite, the same backend. And we will try to connect everything using Firebase. Who worked with Firebase? Yeah, of course. So there is workshop plan. We will have no workshop, but live coding will follow the same plan. First, we will connect ChatGPT using REST API. Then we will connect Gemini using Google Generative AI plugin. It's a Flutter SDK for these purposes. Yeah, not available in Europe. So we will hack it. And the third point, we connect on device Gemma using Flutter Gemma plugin. With Flutter Gemma plugin, there is an interesting story. When I prepared this workshop, I decided, let's check if is there any plugin, if somebody already prepared to connect Gemma. And first I found it's Gemma plugin with high version number 001. And there is all code that was in repository. It's really funny, but I wasn't able to use it for Gemma connection. So then I found MediaPipe plugin for Flutter made by Google, but last update 2 years ago. Yeah, because MediaPipe we're using not only for generative AI. You can use with images, with different types of AI models. It's one of the last updates to work with LLM inference and to work with generative AI. But yeah, iOS not supported and generative AI also not supported. So yeah, I create my own. So it's Flutter Gemma, it's my plugin. You can try, check to play with it. Now it's also not released yet, 0.1.3, but in progress. We will achieve version 1 sometime. So then we connect Gemini using the same SDK, but for European people with Vertex AI. Then we connect Gemini using Vertex AI and Cloud Functions. Then connect Gemma using Vertex AI and REST API. And it's a Gemma from cloud, of course. Gemma is just model. You can use it locally on your mobile phone, or you can deploy it to cloud and work with cloud. But be careful with cloud. When I played with it, I deployed it to the cloud and forgot to switch it off. And $25 per day. Yeah, be careful.
Google has fucked up their Firebase bill.
Yeah. And in result, you can scan this QR code and you will get a badge for your Google Developers account that you finished built with AI workshop. If you have Google Developers account. If by reason no, it's time to create it. It will be your first badge. Okay, yeah, it's the final slide. Don't hesitate, follow me on Twitter and LinkedIn. And afterwards, if you have a question, just ask. And yeah, there is QR code. Yeah, if you still need this, or which one?
Yeah, previous also.
Yeah, and there is a link to repository and to QR code, and QR code to the same place. So we can have a short break, or we can start and have a short break a bit later. How it's better? Break?
Yeah, it's
I don't know, it's not breaking.
Who wants? We can choose here. We have some drinks. Who wants already to have a look at this day? And then we meet in 15 minutes.
Can you make it fall back to
For everything.
View. Did VS Code have the same thing, like where you got shirt?
Yeah, and with VS Code is much more easy to present.
So, simple text editor.
Had the presentation but I don't know.
Yeah, Command Plus is working here.
More.
More?
We need more. Back row. You tell us.
In Android Studio it should be like shift comma or
Ah, yeah. I didn't mention it. You need to do here cd iOS and run pod install.
What install?
Pod install. I will add it to description later because yeah, I didn't check it in iOS simulator. Now it should work. That's
Yes, but I tried to port install, but it doesn't work for me. I don't know why.
UNI folder.
Ask for.
You
Less
need
it be
this
for.
only if you run iOS, you can run Android in that. And you don't need
yeah, okay. Let's you can launch it in web and then you'll
Web it also doesn't work.
oops. Which version of Flutter do you use? The last one?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't compile or doesn't show anything?
Who here uses
It doesn't
Flutter
compile.
version manager?
Okay, let's yeah, I did a Flutter pub-get already, and let's try to launch it, for example, in web. Yeah, for VS Code I already prepared build configuration for Android, for iOS, and for Chrome.
But they are running on the web.
Now, yes.
It's just checking the template. So template, it's I mean, I already prepared this file, this chat screen, but all AI services commented, and there is like placeholder. So if you type something, all of them will answer. Here will be messaged by ChatGPT, here will be messaged by Gemma, here will be messaged by Gemini, because everything commented. And so there is a three buttons. I added first pause and play again, because sometimes they are speaking very fast and you can't read with such speed, and you need to make a pause. A restart to start from the beginning, and this is human interaction to add more context. If they start to discuss some ridiculous, you can stop them and add a bit more context. For example, sometimes they are starting just to thanks to each other. Thanks, you are best. No, you are best. No, no, thank you very much. No, thank you very much. And without ending, you can stop them. Okay, let's follow steps that we have. Up, up, up. Also increasing the size. Up. Prerequisite we already did. I launched Flutter pub-get and Flutter run. Flutter run in VS Code. So I used alternatively use your IDE's run button. Okay, ChatGPT. First, let's add ChatGPT. For launching ChatGPT in your application, we need to add API key of ChatGPT. There is a link to OpenAI Developer Platform. And here you can generate a specific key. For example, let's generate new one. Name it Tallinn. And create secret key. There will be key. And I prepared configuration file with placeholders for all sensitive information that we will have, not to collect this information in repository. This is ChatGPT API key. Up. So this is configuration JSON. Do you know how to launch Flutter application with configuration provided in file? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is Dart define from file and link to this config JSON. And all information from the JSON we will have in the code from environment variables. Like here, ChatGPT service, here is API key, string from environment ChatGPT API key, and we will get this key in code. So here you see placeholder, this future delayed 1 second, and here will be message by ChatGPT. Let's remove it. And let me explain what we have here. So it's just the usual REST API call. We use HTTP package and post request to this ChatGPT API. We just
Can you make it a bit bigger? The font, maybe, just a little bit. Okay, perfect.
we just provide the headers API key to authenticate our request and specify the name of model that we use. In this case, we use GPT-4 Turbo Preview, and provide some additional information for model, maximum amount of tokens that it generates, temperature. Who knows what is temperature in terms of AI? Who would like to explain? I have one more prize, DroidCon cap.
If it fits me, I'll answer.
It's configurable.
Oh. Like temperature. Temperature is, it's like the accuracy or how much the weight of this thing is, right?
Yeah, please try.
I think there are two values, one -1 and 1. -1 is for creativity and the other one is for correctness.
But 0 and 1, yeah.
0 and 1.
Yeah. And you can specify between as well.
Yeah.
It's a maximum and minimum. Minimum, yeah, it's a more correctiveness, and one more creativities, and you can play between.
So in elsewhere it's just called creativity.
Yes. I don't know whose answer was better. His? Okay.
No, for sure.
DroidCon cap. It's not FlutterCon, sorry, but
Finally it works.
yeah. What was the reason?
Huh?
What was the reason of issue?
No, it's not for iOS simulator, but for Mac OS.
No, yeah, it's okay. Then stop sequences. Stop sequences. It's when you provide maximum amount of tokens, model understands it literally. 100 tokens. It generates 100 words and stop. And if the word will be between sentence, it will be just stopped. That's it. And stop sequences you can provide where it should stop. For example, here I provide to have dialogue. I provide point, question sign, and attention sign. And in this case, when model meet this stop sequences and stop generating, not to break in the middle of sentence. And messages, it's exactly content, exactly prompt. And I keep it as a list of messages, and there is a little bit the logic things, how to reverse it, and provide it. Keep on one. Where it is? This is messages. It's a list of messages, but model should get it in reversed way from first to the last, and we see it from last to the first. That's why different order. And yeah, that's one more thing. So we need to mark every prompt. Who is owner of this prompt, model or human? In our case, we have almost no human, all of models. But from ChatGPT perspective, only ChatGPT is a model. All other models are human. That's why we check if message producer is ChatGPT, it will be assistance. All other user. So ChatGPT will think.
How to stop them?
You can press pause or human sign, or stop the Control Q also works, or Command Q.
Just stop this program because I think that maybe I can stop there. So to ask them to please stop.
So of course what that of that we had that we got able.
So it looks like ChatGPT is ready. We can check. It will be only one who produce messages. All other services will provide only placeholders. But let's check that we did everything correct. Who are you? Okay, IMA developed by OpenAI, programmed as, yeah, ChatGPT works. Let's go further. And the second one. Second one will be Gemini. So for Gemini, I have, we are following the where it open? Up. Yeah. ChatGPT done. Gemini. So if you're in Europe and there is a available for you, skip this step and follow the Vertex AI step. But it's not actually true. I need to fix it later because without uncommented Gemini service, Vertex AI service won't work because we use it. So it's also it's we are using SDK. We need to uncomment Google Generative AI package and launch Flutter PubGet again. Yeah, now it's imported. And uncomment everything that we have here. So the code I deleted something. Nope. Utils. Utils. It's, I think we need. I deleted some messages. Chat core messages utils. Yeah, here utils. I didn't uncomment it. Okay. So absolutely the same, but we used not REST API. We used Google provided Flutter SDK. But absolutely the same. We create generative model entity, provide the model name Gemini Pro, provide API key, and provide HTTP client. It's important because if you open this class, this HTTP client can be null. And if we work with AI Studio, we set it to null and everything works fine. But if you want to cheat it and provide Vertex AI, we will create our own HTTP client that will hack this approach. So this client is here. Where is this? Vertex client. So it's a very simple client. I just look for generative language Google IP.com and replace it with my URL that I provide from config.json. So because in Google Cloud, every project has own URL, and you can get your own URL and provide it to here. So and use it instead of common URL for Google AI SDK. So yeah, let's follow the steps. Gemini with Vertex AI. So create new project in Firebase. It's not necessary to use exactly Firebase. I used Firebase because the next step I will use Cloud Functions for the same project. It's easy to create Firebase, and Firebase projects is also project for Google Cloud. Yeah, then you need to enable Vertex AI. Come on, where it is?
Like control, command. Like
Yeah, I don't remember.
command and mouse with up, doesn't that like zoom in?
Yeah. Command and arrow. Yeah, you need to enable Vertex IP for this project. And there is instruction in GCP console how to do it. So go to project selector, enable Vertex AI API, and there is instruction how to get your URL. Yeah. You also up. Okay. For example, yes, enable the API, go to project selector. Now there is our project AI chat that I created in Firebase, but it also you can see in Google Cloud Console. There is project ID, project name, project number, and yeah. I have already generated it. It's a standard thing, so I will show you here. Already generated. So you will have the same. First, it's a region of your cloud project. Then IE platform Google IPS.com, V1 project, then name of your project. Then location, and again location, US Central. And that's it. It will be URL of your Vertex AI model. Then you need to have, I added two key. Then you need to have a key. That is interesting. So you need, come on, no? Yeah. You need to install Google Cloud Command Line interface and authenticate yourself, and then get your token.
But to use Firebase then means kind of alternate way if you signing your project into Firebase.
Yes, Firebase. I will show you how to do it using Cloud Functions. In this case, you won't need. To be honest, there is a plugin with name Vertex AI, created someone from community. I haven't added it to this workshop. Maybe we'll add it later. There is also opportunity you can authenticate, set it up authentication on client layer, and you can use Firebase. Firebase will authenticate you because this key works only 1 hour, and next hour you need to generate it again. So it for testing purposes is good. For production, of course, you need to implement something that will request this instead of you. For example, you can use Vertex AI plugin, or you can use Firebase, something else. But for demonstration purposes, it works fine. So I generated the key, and we can authenticate ourselves in Google Cloud. So, and if you take a look to Gemini Vertex service, I just extend Gemini service and provide different API key because it's our Google Cloud API key, not Gemini API key, and provide Vertex HTTP client instead of standard HTTP client. So it will use the same SDK but replace HTTP client, and our HTTP client will replace endpoint URL and connect to our cloud instead of AI Studio, and it will work. Yeah, and the service map, there's a list of participants of chat. So let's replace Gemini service to Gemini Vertex service. Vertex service, yeah, Vertex, yeah. Okay, looks like everything is ready. Let's try. I use web because it's more presentative, but it doesn't matter. It's Flutter, it's web, Android, and as we understand for iOS, I need a little bit update description, but in total, iOS also fine. Okay, who are you? Gemini? My name is Gemini, and I'm a large language model created by Google AI. It looks like there might have been a mix-up. A Gemma break everything here. Let's add Gemma to have proper conversation and have a fun. Okay, Gemma. Let's add Gemma locally, not to spend $25. So, Gemma. Gemma. So, not, where is Gemma? Yeah. There is mistake. Nah, I need to fix. Uncomment Flutter Gemma, of course. I will fix it today later. So because this one we already uncommented. Flutter Gemma.
This Gemma you created in AI Studio or in Vertex AI?
Gemma I just downloaded from Kaggle. So yeah. Flutter PubGap, yeah. Yeah, something broken in the description. I will fix it today. The proper one starting from here. Follow plugin setup manual to upload Gemma to device. The first two steps are wrong. If we go to Flutter Gemma description, dependencies. So here is download model from Kaggle. This is page of Gemma on Kaggle, and you can choose which exactly model you wish to use. 2 billion instruction tuned for GPU, or a version 1.1, or instruction tuned for TPU. It's with different kind of how to say resource consuming. Int 4 is more slow but less resource consuming. Int 8 more fast but more resource consuming. And GPU is the same. GPU is more powerful and faster, but at least you need to have GPU in your device.
Here is benefit, you can run it locally, but if you want to train with your data, then
you need to train it, for example, in Hugging Face, then download, upload to device.
train where?
Hugging Face, for example, yeah, or no, there is a different opportunities where you can to fine tune it. To be honest, I don't know the way how to fine tune it on device. I suppose there is no such power to fine tune model on device. But to be honest, I didn't do such research yet. It's in the plan because it will be fine to collect data on device and train your model exactly on device. But there is also workarounds. You collect data on device, then upload somewhere, train and download new model. It's not like direct way, a bit more complicated. We'll see. I will have such research in the future and provide this information, but I haven't tried yet. In official documentation, you have to train it somewhere, not on device. I already downloaded, for example, where am I? Yeah, for example, this I downloaded 2 billion instruction tune for CPU, for GPU, and uncompressed them, and renamed to model bin.
How big is it?
Hmm?
How big is it?
1.35. And for example, if you wish to use it on web, you need to copy it in your web folder. And then when you deploy your website, it will be deployed to self-hosted on your host. In case of mobile devices, it's a little bit more complicated.
Sorry, I missed. You said the size
1.35 gigabytes.
1.35 gigabytes.
Yes. Of course, you're not able to add it to your application bundle. You need to, for example, in my description now, you do it manually. If you can see.
So if you add it to the web, does then the web client itself run the model?
Yeah, it's if you add it to the web, it should be downloaded, and then it runs locally in your device in your browser.
Okay, so this use case is mostly for the mobile phone producers.
Yes.
So they already
Yes.
put there.
And in case for web, for example, you can. It will be next update of my plugin. You will be able to set the path where you have the model.
Yeah, you mean?
No, I mean the path of storage, for example, Firebase storage or something. And a mobile device will download it on the background and put to the folder. And you won't need to do it manually, as I described it here. For example, to Android, you need to connect with Adobe Shell and upload it to device. For iOS, you need to update info playlist and using iTunes. No, if you're using your Mac, connect to your mobile phone folder and public folder for this application and upload manually this model. So I will update it to do it automatically using address. And in case of web, you won't need to upload yourself with your website. It will be possible to work directly with this location where you already have it. So, for example, I already uploaded to my Android. We can try to play with it in Android. I need cable. Up.
Probably the other use case is not that you like on device, but you in your cloud you deploy it.
Yeah, and if you, for example, you can deploy it to on-premise server and don't pay for cloud. Okay. Where is my sharing? Give me a second. What's the name? Visor. It's application to share screen of mobile phone. Up. Yeah, this is my Android. Okay. Let's launch Gemma. No, not Gemma. Gemma local service. Gemma not such, I wouldn't say powerful, not such flexible as Gemini and ChatGPT, and you can provide. I didn't do Flutter pubget. Okay. I didn't save PubSpec YAML. Okay. So now, and you can specify only max amount of token, temperature, random seed, and top K. For example, you can't add a stop sequence yet. I requested creators of Gemma, they promised me that it will be added. But we, for example, can organize this locally. It's just find the first dot and stop and just cut the string. And I have already somewhere here this code. I added today, it's not in repository yet. Yeah, truncate. Just not to have Gemma cutted sentences in the middle of a sentence. Like Gemma local server. No. Up. Message utils. Let's add truncate. So in truncate, we check it locally. We have stop sequences list, checking if if our string contains the one of these stop sequences. We just use substring, not full string. Just truncate. Truncate on, yeah. Truncate on stop sequences. A lot of. Come on. I not often work with VS Code. What is a fast key to add dependency? Nah. Don't remember. We can take it from Gemini. Message utils. Up. No, it's not message. Message const. Yeah. Okay, Gemma is ready. So let's try. Let's try it on mobile, just to compare, and then we can use it web as well. Android. Let's wait. While it compiles, let's think which question we propose them to discuss.
Who is better?
Who is better in which area?
Which genre is better? Is the best?
Who?
General models or code models?
Let them tell you a horror story. Which one is better?
Oh yeah, we can ask. Tell us a
What's
story.
the best way to bury a body?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I mean, what's the best way to get rid of a body?
To get rid.
Then you can see what it thinks the body is.
This is something went wrong. Stop.
The wokeness test.
Come on, what?
I think you have to set your location to like a cannibal island or something, then it's fine. It's not EU, it's a cannibal island, it's fine. People eat people, it's culturally okay.
So something went wrong. Okay.
View debug console.
Do you debug console?
Oh, let's click the terminal.
Okay. Looks like I uploaded GPU model. For GPU model, we need some additional things. Yeah. If you use GPU model, you need to add these strings to your Android manifest. Because there is some C libraries to work to work with GPU. If you use CPU model, you don't need. It works, but not such fast. Android. Android manifest. Up. So now it should work. Nope. Of course, yeah. I have no internet. Internet. Up. I have no idea which internet is here. I can provide my own. Up. So as a proper Flutter developer, I have to. I already connected to my iPhone. Okay. I used to be Android developer. That's why I love to work with Android Studio. Come on.
But Flutter is actually for both.
Yeah, but
it's my idea.
Calculate GPU calculator. Yes, so something I maybe. Okay. I added not proper place. Wrong project. I don't know why, but I added it to Android Studio, and Android Studio opened other project. Yeah, here. Yeah, here. Android manifest. It's GPU issue, yes. Up. Yes, under activity. Yep. Let's go. The next try. In Barcelona, audience asked me, ask them who is better, Real Madrid or Barcelona. It was funny because ChatGPT started to explain why Real Madrid is better. Gemini did agree with him and started to talk that Barcelona is better. It was really fun. But sometimes their conversation really boring. But you never know. Oh. Not enough power. Yeah. Okay. It's again TV. Yeah, but there is there is on the window.
It's different issue.
Should I press maybe more?
No, I think it's the difference.
Or would maybe change the source?
No, in the first session, I think it's same when
Okay.
Oh, maybe connection. Yeah. So, yeah. We have my mobile phone here. Okay, let's start. For example, tell me a story about. Oh, yeah. Let's ask who is living in Tallinn? Internet is there. Maybe something went wrong. No? Interesting. No issues. Did I? Yeah. Estimated Tallinners as November 22. It's really counted how many people living in Tallinn. Software connection.
Can you show the? Can you show that?
Can you put on mic?
Could you switch the?
No. It's when it's broken. I can't. Okay.
Around the world. And
Let's.
But with Gamma, how big is your APK?
APK is the same. I uploaded Gamma manually. I didn't attach this Gamma to APK. It's impossible. It will be too big. You need to download it in background or add it manually. I suppose in future all mobile phones will already have some AI model inside.
I didn't understand. How did you add Gamma?
There is an instruction. For example, this for Android. You need to transfer model bin to your device for testing purpose only. Uploading by network will be implemented in the next versions. Install a DB tool, connect your Android device, copy model bin to your file folder, and then using a DB shell command, upload it.
So you use your PC as a server for this Gamma? You're hosting there?
No, mobile device. I upload it to mobile device. Yes, here. ADB push output path. I put it to the data local TMP LLM folder on Android. But it's the error that we have got looks like that no internet connection is the same. Let's try to connect to local internet maybe.
If there is no internet connection, Gamma should be working, right?
Yeah, but it's working one by one. It's just workshop. I didn't do a proper architecture to block one of them. It's dropped down on ChatGPT and stopped. So let's try to connect to Wi-Fi here. Which Wi-Fi do we have here? Workland.
Yeah.
And password?
It's written there. It's welcome with the.
Welcome with the
Welcome. Okay. Okay, connected. Oi, continue to the internet. Connected. Okay, let's try again. Okay, check again that we provided everything. Address, GPT key, Google Cloud APK. Yeah, everything should work. Okay, let's go. And Gemini answered very long. It shouldn't be such long. That's why I think that internet was an issue. Okay. Okay. Tell me a story about why not Tallinn? Tallinners. Once upon a time, the vibrant city of Tallinn, the capital of Estonia, grew up known the Tallinners. Come on. Context blocked due to safety. Okay. Okay, let's restart. Okay. Tell me. Sometimes such issue we catch when JSON in answer not exactly the same of Vertex AI and Gemini. Last time I fixed it, so something in case of safety. Let's check. Story about Tallinn. Yes. And it's again okay. So Gemini sometimes give us such things because it's a hack. So let's just implement the next step. We'll try with Cloud Function the proper way. I will show you how it works. I prepared Cloud Functions. It's not JS, not Flutter. There is folder functions, and there's a folder index TypeScript, and there is two functions, one for Gemma, one for Gemini. And Gemini call, code is almost the same, just as TypeScript, not Dart. We generate model, provide amount output tokens, top sequences, temperature, and model, and get response. But we do it in Cloud Function, and don't need to authenticate and don't need to hack Google SDK. But I haven't checked how it works yet today. Let's try. What we should do? We should connect our Firebase project. Add Firebase core in Cloud Functions. Who knows what Cloud Function is? Who can explain? What is Cloud Functions? Yeah, please.
It's compute your stuff in the Firebase. So just use it like an endpoint if you want to, and pass some parameters, and then get the result, all the calculations.
But in total, if you're talking about Cloud Functions in general, not in case of Firebase.
Fronts and backgrounds in cloud, you're using someone else's resources?
Yeah, it's a short name. It's Function as a Service. It's the topest level of abstraction of cloud services. Top of evolution. Yeah, you scale exact function, not application, not infrastructure, but function. And it's atomic functionality that scaled depending on requests. So we need to add Firebase init. Let's connect my project. Firebase. No, we don't need to. Flutter configure. We need to configure because I already set it up. Firebase. It's also in description. Now we need to only generate code that will connect our project, Flutter project, to Firebase project. There is our iChat project, connect. It's connected all type of application, Android, iOS, macOS, and web. Okay. And let's check what it added. It's created file Firebase options with all sensitive information. That's why you don't need to push this file to repository, and you need to generate it on your laptop or provide by secret storage of your CI/CD and so on. But now we have it, and we need to uncomment in our main connection to this file. up. So, and change in our map Gemini vertex to Gemini cloud. My Firebase console. Functions. Yeah, there is. Let's try. Let's try. Where it is up. We'll see. Finally, we should make them work today. I know what the issue is Gemini vertex. So because it's a different answers, we need to go to code of SDK and fix it a little bit. But I don't want to do it right now because I don't remember where it is. I need to dig it. I did it once, and afterwards deleted this cache and download again, and don't remember what exactly I did. But it's time to time because the difference of JSON of response JSON exactly in the safety place. That's why if there's safety something and they check safety, we are getting this here. If there's not such safety check, we have no such error. But it's fixable. You need to find in the code structure of JSON and update a little bit. Okay. No, okay. Tell me something shorter. I forgot to uncomment this service. Okay. Gemma Cloud. Okay. I again try. Screen, of course. I don't know will it work from scratch or not. Because I stopped this billing in cloud after I realized that it spent $25 per day, and haven't checked after I connected the billing account back. Let's see. Ah, come on. I saved it. Yeah. No. It's here. Everything. Come on, Gemini Cloud. I uncommented Gemma Cloud.
Seems it's easy to debug in web first.
Yeah. So now it should finally correct. Too many different services with almost the same name. G something. And yeah, I created the second cloud function for work with Gemma, but then I had a conversation with people from Gemma, and they thought that is not the best way because I used Cloud Prediction API, and this is not fast one. They proposed to change it and call the Gemma in cloud directly using REST without any SDK. And so I need to replace it in the future.
Why not code reload? Why are you closing and starting it again? Reset or habit?
That's a good question. To be sure. Yeah, because it's a static map of services, and static variables not replaced with hot reload.
Environment.
No, I didn't take an environment. Hot reload replaced only runtime. If you have static something, static const, of course. If you have const something, const prepared on compile time. And hot reload don't replace something prepared on compile time. You need to restart.
But like
If you change the const, hot reload won't replace the const.
but in current case, it's just the services, you know.
Or keys, yeah, keys are also added on compile service. Yeah, if you change config, hot reload won't help you. I had a talk with name Let's Shake the Flutter tree about tree shaking mechanism, and there I explained how it works and why hot reload don't help you. It's something on YouTube. Okay, tell me.
Can you share the screen, please? Excuse me.
What? Yeah, please.
Can you share the screen, please?
Okay. I already had something wrong. Let's try again. Gemini doesn't work. Okay.
Gemma.
Not Gemma. Gemma answered. Gemini, it's cloud function. Internal Firebase function. Call 10. Okay, what is the fastest way? Fix the Cloud SDK or figure it out what's wrong with Cloud Functions? Let's decide. Gemma SDK, view logs. What went wrong? Come on. Request. What's wrong? I don't understand. Severity error. Nine sessions. Memory limit. Okay, memory limit is expired. Okay, let's fix the SDK.
You put the model in the
So there is a limit of memory that Cloud Function use, and looks like using this Cloud SDK. That's why they told me that is not the best approach for Cloud Functions, because Cloud Function is atomic, and by default it uses a small amount of memory. And in this case of using this SDK, I requested more memory that Cloud Functions can process. I can increase the amount of memory that Cloud Function use. And stop. No, I wanted, for example, how to do it. We can go to our Cloud Functions, Cloud Function revision, durability, yeah, all products, Cloud Functions, and 256 megabyte, and let's increase it. Where is it? Go to Cloud Run Functions. Yeah. Details. Somewhere here.
You have to install the service first.
And I can just start it later. Predefined details, function details. Security triggers integration. Minimal instance. Nope. Where is slots, revisions, networking? Integration. I don't remember where it is, to be honest. Nope. We can ask ChatGPT how to increase the memory. Who remember how to increase memory of cloud function in cloud? It's just function details.
There is an edit button on the top bar. Go back, please.
Back.
And there is an edit button.
Yeah. I looked for it. Okay, HTTP type. Yeah, up. Let's have 50.
How are we on time, Sasha?
Hmm?
How are we on time?
So we are pressure for time?
No pressure, but
No, we are almost finished. We need just to get final version of our application and try to talk with it. Updating. Okay. Come on. But previously it was enough to have 2056. No, deploy. Updating. I have no idea why it's not updated. But let's try.
Looks like Gemini lost the battle.
Yeah, because the Gemini has no like proper and good approach to work with Flutter in Europe. And we need to use tricks and hacks.
Looks like the different towers of Google.
So it's web. Come on. Okay, let's make it Android.
In the web folder, have you placed the model?
Yes, but I didn't finish everything for web. For web, if you go to description of channel, you need to add to your index.html this script. And next time we will be able to launch Gemma there. Web index.html and where's Flutter? Here. Up. Okay, let's I launched on Android. Let's try again. Gem answered.
sexually suggested.
Not Gemini yet. Oh, Gemini, come on. Answer us. Okay, let's try to play with Vertex and then we will figure it out what happened. Because yeah, today I didn't check it today. I was sure that it will be enough to show Vertex only. But I had to check it.
We can give it a try. If not, we can publish the steps.
Up. Vertex. Okay. Oh, Gemini, come on. Play with us. But yeah, if it will be stopped every time, I need to find where we should fix it in SDK and add it to description too. Okay. Hello. 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 I'm just a language model, but I can't be helpful to you today. Hello, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I'm just a language model, so I don't have personal feelings. I understand. Great. Is there anything I can help you? I'm a language model. Absolutely, I can assist you with stuff. Okay. It's doing good. Let's add some context. Tell me a story, yeah? Not to affect safety, let's try not to ask about Tallinners. I don't know why they do, but let's check. Tell me a story. Okay, go. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Alice who lived with her family in a small village. Oh, no. And a sunny afternoon, okay, we need to have pause. I have no time. One sunny afternoon, Alice was exploring the forest when she stumbled upon a strange sight. There was stick. Interesting. Let's go further. But somehow Gemma repeated. No, not always. Alice felt a strong pull of curiosity.
It's interesting, and it will go on. Okay.
And yeah, this Gemini. No, quota exceeded. I exceeded quota for my Google Cloud account. Looks like I didn't properly set up the payment after I switched it off. Please submit a quota increase request. But we had that story. We can wait a little bit and try finally ask something about Tallinn, what they thinking. Tell us about Tallinn.
But I think it will fail, right, for the quota? Or no?
Well, let's see.
There's some safety on it.
Oh, something went. So you see when it's not generate. Yeah. So you see, there is still a lot of issue because it's to tricks and hacks, and of course it's not for production. You can't use such hack for production, of course. I just show how to work around with it. Proper way is the using of cloud functions. So I need just to check what's wrong with my cloud functions. And you can set up your own, just follow the steps. If you just follow the step from scratch, it should work fine, because I just use the same project that ever paid me for money, then I cancel it, then back it back. Probably that's the reason why it didn't work today. And I will check it later. But yeah, I described all steps there. You create your, you can use my cloud functions, deploy to your Firebase project, connect with your Google Cloud account, and it should work. And you can write me later if you will find something wrong in my description, because for example, I already find today wrong details in description of Flutter Gemma. Yeah, and if you're really interesting, you will try and just tell me. And let me think. yeah, who will do it and show me result, definitely will get 50% discount on Flutter Code. I don't know how else I can motivate you to go through all my steps.
But now we have the pizza.
It's a good motivation.
Yes.
So let's go through all my steps. Who finished will get a pizza.
Not that, but it's a pizza and then...
I had to try. I had to try.
Who wants? We have the trivia later. So, round of applause.
Thank you.
I think it was impressive actually. We combined local, cloud, ChatGPT,
Yeah.
so it was quite fancy.
And you see that there's...
Very nice idea with this fire, and main concept is very interesting.
And I can add more participants, cloud model, 2 different gemmas, for example, 7 billion gemma and 2 billion gemma. But I need to use cloud in this case because on device. Local gemma and cloud gemma, yeah.
For example, for different parameters as well, 7
Yeah.
billion, 2 billion. And
7 billion and Kate used locally, but to compare local gemma and cloud gemma and how it will be faster, yeah.
I came up with one question about your presentation.
It's
more about you, and it's going to help me. The pathway to GDE.
Yeah. I already explained someone today. The most common question. Path is really easy from one perspective and not really easy from another. It depends how GDE you already. Because the first step is screening by Google. You need to be proposed to GDE rule by someone. And what means proposed? For example, I can propose you right now.